Hi guys, it's Phoebe from Who's Phoebe. Please ignore this. I had my hair cut quite recently, so yeah, please ignore this little ponytail I've got on my head. But today's video is History of the Master. I thought I would do a rundown of the History of the Master and all that because, as you full well know, the centenary special is around the corner, airing in October. I don't know the exact dates. Anything else I know, I will let you guys know as soon as I can. So yeah, I'll let you know my Doctor Who news bulletins, which is a new thing I've started on my channel, so please go and check. So if I have any news about the centenary special, the 60th anniversary, whatnot, they will all be on my Doctor Who news bulletins from now on. So yeah, so I'm doing a History of the Master because, as you know, the Daleks, the Cybermen and the Master are all returning in Jodie's last special, and I wanted to give a rundown of the Master and the history of the Master. So we know that the Master is a Time Lord and he's one of the Doctor's greatest enemies. The first time the Master appeared was with the Third Doctor in Terror of the Artons. I know. Terror of the Artons, where the Master was using Artons to try and outwit the Doctor, but as we know, the Doctor is quite smart when it comes to the Master. And then, the next time we see the Master, we only see the Master once with the Third Doctor. Actually, no. We see him again in the Sea Devils. We see the Master again with the Sea Devils. He has teamed up with the Sea Devils. Don't know what for, but the Master has teamed up with the Sea Devils. So that's our first and second accounts the Third Doctor has encountered the Master. The next Doctor that encountered the Master was the Fourth Doctor. We know that the Fourth Doctor has had a few encounters with the Master. They're not all been exactly great, but I will just give you a brief rundown of when the Master for the Fourth Doctor turned up. So, the first Tom Baker season, the Master didn't show up at all. It was very rare. He then turned up again in the Deadly Assassins, this like half form, don't even know what it was, Master, like the Master in like a regenerative state. It's an important one because it was the first Doctor episode without a companion in it. The second time that for the fourth time the Master turns up is in the Keeper of Traken, and he also then turns up in the serialized story straight after that, Logopolis, as well. So he turns up in the Keeper of Traken and Logopolis, both in season 18. Then we have the Fifth Doctor is the next Doctor to encounter the Master. Now the Fifth Doctor encountered the Master more than the other Doctors. The first time the Fifth Doctor encountered the Master was literally in Castrovalva, the Fifth Doctor's first serialised story. It's funny because we have Keeper of Traken, Logopolis and Castrovalva, so it's sort of like the Master trilogy, having the Master in all three of those stories. The next time we have the Master turn up is in season 19 again, in Time Flight. I mean, we've got the Master turning up twice in a season. Then the next time we have the Master turning up is in the King's Demons and also the Five Doctors. So again, the Master turns up twice in the anniversary special, but also in a standalone story with the Fifth Doctor himself. And the next time we see the Fifth Doctor, this is the final battle the Fifth Doctor has with his deadliest enemy, is in the Planet of Fire, and Peri is obviously there to meet him. Then obviously we have the Sixth Doctor. Now, if you're thinking, oh, the Sixth Doctor hasn't had a battle with the Master, you would be wrong. The Sixth Doctor has had a battle with the Master. Allegedly, it was in the Trial of a Time Lord story, but still, the Master was there, and the Sixth Doctor has encountered him, even though the Master turned good and then evil afterwards. I have watched that trial. I will be doing a review on it at some point. Then the Seventh Doctor has had an encounter with the Master. The only time the Seventh Doctor has had an encounter with the Master is in Survival. Now, that's all the classic Doctors. First and Second Doctors never met the Master. The Third, Fourth, Fifth, Sixth and Seventh Doctors have all had a battle with the Master in some way, shape or form. Now on to the... oh, and the Eighth Doctor has also battled the Master. Naturally, it was in the TV movie, but he was still there, and yeah. The Ninth Doctor hasn't had a battle with the Master. He's alongside the First and Second Doctors, he's one of the other incarnations that hasn't had a battle with the Master, so I can skip him. The 10th Doctor has, though. The 10th Doctor has battled the Master on many occasions. He battled the Master in Utopia, The Sound of Drums and Last of the Time Lords in Season 3. And then he encountered the Master again in the 2018 to 2010 specials, The End of Time Parts 1 and 2. So the 10th Doctor has encountered the Master twice in his whole entire run. He never encountered the Master after that for a while. The 11th Doctor hasn't actually had an encounter with the Master, believe it or not. So he's actually the 4th incarnation of the Doctor that hasn't battled the Master yet. Actually, he's never battled the Master. Anyway, the 12th Doctor has had a battle with the Master before. Technically, it was Missy, because the Master regenerated into the Time Lord Missy for a while, so the 12th Doctor has actually battled Missy. I have to mention Missy because she mentioned that she couldn't go by the Master, and he battled Missy in Dark Water and Death in Heaven. I always love Missy's quote, "I couldn't keep on calling myself the Master," and I thought that was ingenious that the writers put that in, and I just generally thought it was really, 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 really cool. The next time the 12th Doctor encounters Missy / the Master, I'm saying slash here, is throughout season 10, because she's locked away in that vault on Earth where the 12th Doctor, when the 12th Doctor's at university, he's guarding the vault with Missy inside. But also he encounters the actual male version of Missy, which is the Master, in World Enough Time and the Doctor Falls, because we have both Missy and the Master there, and the Doctor has to battle the two of them and the Cybermen as well. So we've had the Master and the Cybermen up together before, and we've had Missy in there as well to basically throw a spanner in the works. And the next Doctor that we've had battle the Master is Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. The one Doctor I think really, the Master really put her through. So the first time we see the Master is in Spyfall Parts 1 and 2. What annoyed me is that they had the whole redemption arc for Missy in season 10, and in season 12 they decided to completely wipe that and make the Master evil again, because Missy said one day the Master will be working alongside the Doctor as an ally and not an enemy, which really bothered me. Naturally, the 13th Doctor is able to trap the Master, but then we see the Master again in Ascension, at the end of Ascension of the Cybermen, and oh my god, I did not expect when I first watched this. And if you want to see my honest opinion on Ascension of the Cybermen and the Timeless Children, please go check out a previous review I did 2 years ago now of it, and you will see my full opinion. But oh my god, it was a what the hell moment when the Master came out, when you saw Gallifrey and the Master came out. It was a actual what the heck moment for me. And also the next time you see the Master is in the Timeless Child, where he has the Master trapped, where he has the Doctor trapped, but she works her way out of it as per usual, because the Doctor is genius like that and can always find her way out. Now, unfortunately, you don't see the Master in Doctor Who Flux as much as I would have loved to, but we are going to see the Master again in the Centenary Special, which is bringing up a lot of red flags. Not just to... It's not... It doesn't bring up red flags so much, it's just because we've never had the Master, the Cybermen and the Daleks all together in one episode before, and it's going to be quite good that we've got those characters together, because I mean, I've seen the Master work with the Cybermen before, especially because his whole plan in Ascension of the Cybermen and the Timeless Child was that he made Time Lord Cybermen, which was a bit weird. That was a bit weird and strange. That was a moment I didn't really like, the whole regenerative, a whole new breed of Cybermen. That was a bit annoying. But yeah, I'm impressed to say that the Master working with the Daleks and Cybermen is gonna be an interesting one for the Centenary Special. Just because it should be interesting to see how the Master works with the Cybermen and Daleks and why he's made allies and what his whole plan is. So yeah, apart from that, I don't know a lot about the Centenary Special, but before I end this video, I do have a couple of small announcements to make. From next week, I am going back to reviewing videos. I am only doing these up until we get news of the Centenary Special. If we get news in September from the Centenary Special, it will all be Centenary Special content like it has currently been. Okay, so if we get news in September about the Centenary Special, great, I will film the news for you. But until then, I'm going back to doing reviews next week, because I really miss doing reviews, and you guys need, and I really want to watch the second Doctor story of the Daleks and give you my opinion on it, and so on. So yes, I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate the support. And yeah, so I'm going to go back and do reviews next week, because that's really what I'm good at, and you guys know me as the Who's Phoebe reviewer rather than just random stuff. I have done now the history of the Daleks, Cybermen and the Master. I've done those 3 things that I wanted to get done before the Centenary Special rolls out, just because I wanted to make sure those get rolled out before the Centenary Special, so we can focus on the news and stuff like that, so I don't have to like put a bit of news up and then do a history of the Daleks, history of the Cybermen and stuff like that. So I really wanted to make sure that those are done and stuff like that, just so I can enjoy the Centenary Special with you guys and enjoy dishing out news and stuff like that from it all. So yeah, this is the one reason why I wanted to get all of these done. I will obviously do companion files on Yaz and Dan as well at some point, because I know they're in the Centenary Special, and Graham. I am not going to miss out Jodie Whittaker's companions for the Centenary Specials. This is the last time we're going to see her rodeo with them, so I really want to do a companion file on Dan and Yaz as well at some point, and I will be doing those as well during the duration of July and August. During July and August as well, there's going to be durations of different videos, reviews, companion files, that kind of thing. Companion files from like the classic days as well, like so and so on. Let me just check my YouTube channel, because I can't remember the last companion file I did. I know I should remember it, but when you're busy trying to focus on a couple of videos for a thing, it's really hard. the last companion file I did was Vicky, so the next one will be Stephen. So yeah, because I got a little bit distracted with the history of the Sea Devils, full trailer reaction for Legend of the Sea Devils, then Doctor Who Legend of the Sea Devils trailer breakdown, my review on Legend of the Sea Devils, Doctor Who retrospective season 3 of the classic era, Doctor Who fact file about Tegan and Ace, Doctor Who news, the 14th Doctor announcement, Doctor Who news, David Tennant and Catherine Tate's return, my review on the 10th Planet, history of the Daleks, history of the Cybermen. So I did get a bit too carried away with all of those. So the next companion file I will do is Stephen. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'll probably film that tomorrow and get that uploaded for Thursday before I do another review. So yeah, and there's also a playlist on my YouTube channel of all previous Doctor Who videos. If you want to go and check that out, there will be that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that's my routine at the moment, and any news of the centenary special I will be sure to let you guys know. And yeah, hope you have a wibbly wobbly timey-wimey day. I've been the Doctor's daughter, you guys have been fantastic. Make sure you click the subscribe button down below, and also click notifications bell to get notifications every single time I upload. Alonzi.